Hey, it's Beth here, episode 567. Okay, I saw arguably the worst movie I have ever seen with my friend Trisha. We are famous for going to terrible movies. We discuss them, we have fun, we sometimes laugh because it's so horrible. And we can do all that because we're the only ones in the movie theater. Okay, this time there was one other person in the movie theater on her cell phone. I had to change seats. One person. What is going on with people? Sitting 3 seats away from us, she comes in after we're there, and she's on her cell phone when the movie's going. They're so inconsiderate. So luckily we just moved up a row, never saw her again. Ugh, hate it. Anyway, this movie was horrible, okay? All the interviews, everything, they're just trying so hard to defend his measly, crazy storyline. It's about the trap. Okay, so there's a serial killer at it's like Silence of the Lambs meets Taylor Swift. All right, at a concert. That's what the storyline is. And they've got thousands of cops at this thing trying to dragnet catch this bad guy. They base it on a true thing that happened because people think it's ludicrous. In 1985, Operation Flagship went after 100 wanted fugitives. They were invited to a convention center for free tickets to the Super Bowl. They caught 100 of them. Okay? That's a lot. That's what this was based on. This movie was so bad. And his daughter, the movie should be called Daddy, Please Write Me a Movie. He did another movie for his other daughter, who was a director. She was in film school, an amazing, amazing, amazing girl. Terrible movie, absolutely hideously directed, called The Watcher. Don't watch it. This one, he wrote it for his other daughter. Naturally, you've got to be fair. And she is a songwriter, has a little following on YouTube that's been bumped up by a lot of PR people. She wrote an entire album for this movie. We're watching this movie. The tension's supposed to be on Josh Hartnett. The daughter, he watched this girl do an entire song 3 times. I'm like, talk about squeezing any life out of this thing. That's what you did. Okay? There was an extra that I heard about. It was on the movie set. They shot these concert scenes at 6 a.m. That is kind of amazing. The acting's great in the concert scene with everyone. The little girl is a great actress. Josh is a great actor. They get nothing to do in this movie. Haley Mills plays this FBI profiler. Oh my God. She's got to be like 78, wearing an FBI jacket with FBI is 3 feet tall. It devours her. And I don't know if this was an homage to Parent Trap. I don't know what he was doing. She gets nothing to do. Nobody gets anything to do. In the movie, there's this woman who is the mother of the girl that has hurt Josh's daughter's feelings. And she's a redhead. And Trisha's a redhead. My son Brett was a redhead. We feel that redheads always get completely annihilated in movies and in cartoons. So I thought that he was going to do something scary because he chops people up. We never see any evidence of this, but I thought that was going to happen in this movie. Nothing happened. There's a little thing that happened. The thing is, really, M. Night Shyamalan has never talked to a fry cook or a person who sells t-shirts. He has them doing the most ridiculous things in this movie. Everything that happens that Josh does, we don't see him do it. It's like Scooby-Doo cartoon. It just happens that you turn your back and then the fry cook steps away from the fries for a second and 3 gallons of oil in plastic containers get thrown into that and it doesn't overflow. I mean, this is how stupid it really was, like a Scooby-Doo, okay? It really, really was. So I'm thinking, what is going on? And then the salesman, oh, he just leaves his post and they go walking all around to get a small t-shirt for this girl. Okay? It's made $15 million, 55% Rotten Tomatoes. There are so many people that adore this guy, that follow him no matter what he does. And still, everyone's saying, don't see this movie. It's boring. And I'm like, why is it boring? What happened? How could you have a PG-rated serial killer movie? It never happens. It's like Mr. Rogers. The reason it's PG-13 is because M. Night wanted all the little girls to see his daughter as a Taylor Swiftie on the stage. It's a showcase for his daughter. That's what the movie is. It's not supposed to be anything but look at my daughter. And then she has this pivotal scene where she doesn't have a bodyguard. Her limousine driver doesn't even know her name. And she goes off with Josh at the end of the movie to be a genius. It's just so stupid. And the kid can't act. You shouldn't have done it. It's such a bad movie. Nobody wants to see it. People don't even want to watch it for free. They're wondering how they're ever going to get through it when it comes to Netflix. It's cringeworthy. The nepotism is off the chart. Then the wife is supposed to be this trad wife, which millennials hate. It's a traditional wife, okay? She's making Martha Stewart just pies. She puts in front of him, when everyone's about to catch him, a piece of pie with a tranquilizer in powder form underneath it. He eats the pie. And the tranquilizer works immediately. That's not how it happens. Plus, there's all this powder underneath the pie. It's so stupid. And she's just this really, ineffective woman who's supposed to have outsmarted him. It's crazy. But all it is a vehicle for his daughter. I mean, nepotism. Why can't we say it? No one says it. Not one review is using the word nepotism. They didn't use it when he let his daughter direct a full movie with a budget of $80 million when she hadn't done anything before. This kid is on stage, commanding this audience in a huge arena, and she's done a couple of YouTubes. Why does he throw his children into the fire? Why doesn't he just let them naturally evolve like he did? It's awful because she couldn't carry it. She doesn't know how to act. And maybe she could have gone to acting school for a couple of years and done a couple of venues with her concert. I mean, oh my gosh, and the outfits he puts her in. Anyway, she's wearing this pair of shorts. Okay, it's supposed to look like Taylor Swift. They look like they're size 13 and she's a size 2. I mean, get something right. Just get one little thing right. And Josh Hartnett, yeah, he can act. A lot of people wanted to see it because they love this guy from when they were teenagers. He gets nothing to do. I felt so sorry for him. He had to say the stupidest lines. It's supposed to be like Snake Eye, a Brian De Palma movie with Nicolas Cage. Okay? Yeah, Nicolas Cage doesn't have to kill anybody for me to think he can kill somebody. This guy, Josh, he's a nice guy. I had to see something. I didn't see anything. I thought he was going to kill that mother of the girl that hurt his daughter's feelings because he said he was angry. I thought, oh my God, she's going to get it. How's it going to happen? Nothing happens to her. I mean, there's no teeth. We see somebody in a room being tied up with all of his limbs. It's like this. But we couldn't get anything but a PG-13 rating. That's why he just protected his daughter. He thinks she's going to get a following from this movie, or it's going to look like a great credit. It's just, she couldn't carry it. I mean, she's pretty. She's very, very pretty. She has a nice little voice, but she doesn't have the moves. Taylor Swift didn't have the moves when she was 14, when she started. What is the matter with people? So, don't see it. Don't take anyone to see it. I'm sorry for Josh Hartnett. I'm sorry for Haley Mills. I mean, there she is, and she is not bright. Nothing happens. He outfoxes everyone. There's one scene at the end where he's in the limousine with the girl, right? In 2 seconds, he plays the limousine driver. She can't tell that it's not her regular limousine driver, who happens to be a black guy, much bigger than this guy. Okay, none of this makes sense. Then 1 second later, he's on the street and he has propped up the chauffeur outfit as if it's a person. With what did he do that? And where did he get the sweatshirt he's in and the pair of jeans he's in? I mean, this is just that stupid. You're just sitting there going, I'm so mad. So it's awful. I think if you sort of watched it while you were having lunch, playing Scrabble at the same time and talking to a friend, it's probably okay. But if you pay money and you are sitting there and you're trapped, just like the name of the movie, because you paid like $15 for the stupid seat that you're sitting in, you don't want to leave. And then you wait for the credits, and the t-shirt guy doesn't even give him anything to do. It's just the lamest scene. It could have been great. That guy can probably act. I think he's a comedian. He was cute. Lamest scene ever. It just, I don't even know what to say. Worst movie, right up there with one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And if he wants to promote his daughter's singing career, be my guest. Just leave me out of it. So, I just wanted to warn you. And there's going to be a big public warning at the beginning of this. I didn't need this for my mental health, and neither will you. So stay away from this movie. Beyond the worst. Beyond the worst. Buttered popcorn couldn't help it. A glass of wine couldn't help it. Nothing could help this movie. A hot dog couldn't help it. I tried everything. I ate my way through the movie. Nothing helped. Twizzlers, no. When you're gorging and you're at a movie and you can't even halfway enjoy it just because you're eating everything you love, it's got to be the worst movie you've ever seen. I tested it so you didn't have to. That's all I've got. I'm going to try and get my sanity back. It's 109 degrees here. Not helping. I'm going to sit on a few ice cubes and see what happens. I'll try to get sane and I will be back. Thanks.